Everybody, this is Sisi and I'm super excited to share with you the latest trends in Oahu real estate for the week of November 27th, and it's right after Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving with the family and made some terrific memories with them. I know I was busy cooking and eating leftovers for the past week. So I wanted to share with you the interest rates, and this is from my buddy Kevin Suimoto at the Kailua office. And he is telling me that the rates are holding steady, 7.3 for single family home, 0 points and 20% down, and that's for 30 years. And for the condos, it's looking at a 7.6. So that is remarkably better than last week. So I'm hopeful that the trend will keep on going down. But you know, a lot of people are choosing to now normalize the 7% interest rate, and we have seen that in the market. Now, I've shared with you before that cyclically this is a slower time in the market from Thanksgiving all the way to New Year's, and it starts picking up really around April timeframe. But we're hoping that with this new year also comes new visitors from abroad, and we're talking obviously about Japan as well as Korea and other places that have really invested a lot in real estate. And those are some of the indicators that we are receiving more people in Hawaii from the Japanese market, but they're not necessarily buying at a higher price point like in the past, but maybe under $1 million or right around that median home price for Japanese foreign buyers. So that's really interesting, and some of my contacts that are in lending are seeing that specifically. Some of them are using financing, local financing, in order to help that, and certainly that's an option as well. A lot of times though, foreign buyers also pay cash, so you don't see those transactions highly visible because they tend to take it in corporations and in cash. So these are some of the things to bear in mind as we enter into the slower cycle of real estate. And so what's going on? Well, I wanted to share a tip with you today, and that is about withholdings. And withholdings can be done during the time of escrow and out of escrow. So as you're about to close on a property, there might be some things that need to get done. I had a condo in town, for example, that we did withheld, and I was representing the buyer, and the sellers had to withhold a certain amount of monies in escrow so that things could get fixed. And that's one way to close on the property, especially if you want to keep on track with the transaction, if there's a need for people to move in and start their, either if it's remodeling or just moving in general because their lease is up on their rental, whatever the situation is. So it is something that a lot of realtors do. Ordinarily though, we like to fix everything within transaction. But there are some things, especially now with COVID and the logistics, just take longer. And so that's part of the reason to do the withholding. So that's a great way to close on a transaction if you have to move in, but at the same time ensuring that everything that needs to get done does get done within that time period. So I can tell you more about that as well as what's going on in the marketplace, especially different areas. And I hope to hear from you soon. And this is Sisi. And again, I really appreciate you for tuning in. And stay tuned for next week's tips on what's happening on Oahu real estate. Aloha! For all things mediation and real estate, I'm your girl.